The life experiences and aspirations of black athletes on Hyper University's campus many times are unknown to the public population. So we got some players from the men's basketball team to come and discuss their experiences over a game of pig.
All right, guys, we're in the Miller Center with High Point University men's basketball stars to kind of get a taste of what it's like on the campus of High Point University. What are we going to be doing today, John Luke?
Well, we're going to be playing a game of pig. Start out, get everybody comfortable, and plus see their skills and see who's the worst on the High Point basketball team. So, who's ready to get exposed?
Let's get to it, man.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
All right, Manny? Yeah. That's a P.
Well, after basketball, obviously the goal is to play professionally somewhere, whether it be in NBA, overseas, anywhere. As far as post-basketball, my career, I like to try something with computer science. I know that's pretty hard, but I know it's like a growing need for that in the world, and it's not a field that's very diverse as of right now, so just trying to get into that.
I mean, for me, after I graduate and stuff, it's either I play professional overseas, or after that I can go into housing, because real estate is something that will never go out of business. That is one business that will never go out of business. Coming from where I'm coming from, Lagos, Nigeria, housing is very, very big problem. So if you can provide housing for people, you can make so much money because people always looking for a way to live. So you can make money from that, and you can pass on to your kids. So just generational wealth.
I mean, right now I'm majoring in entrepreneurship. I don't really know a set thing that I want to do, but I know I want to work on my own time. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be just in a business or creating my own product or something like that. Something that I can do on my own schedule.
Okay, all right. What's this disrespect between teammates? Oh, shoot. Ooh, boy.
Obviously, it's not easy to play basketball at the Division I level. It takes a lot of commitment, work ethic. How would you kind of describe what it took for you to get here?
I mean, it's just a commitment to yourself every day, if you want to pursue something, obviously the main person that's going to have to drive you to get to that point is yourself. So just making sure you do something productive for the lifestyle you want to live every day is important. Recruiting is up and down, and especially with the pandemic now, recruiting is 10 times harder than we had it in high school. Making sure you're ready whenever your time is, you never know who's watching, and just making sure you prepare yourself for the spotlight every game and every workout you do.
Boys, I got another question for you. We're all ultimately people at the end of the day. How do you continue to be yourself no matter really what happens on the campus and just in life in general?
I mean, you just gotta find your identity as an individual, and just never change from it. Especially just remember the morals you grew up with, because good morals will take you a long way. Just live in the moment. When you live in the moment and not worry about the future, nothing, you stay to yourself, you don't really stress about a lot of stuff.
It's important, especially in this generation where everything's recorded and everything's social media, this and that. It's just not worrying so much about what other people think or whatever people say or what makes other people happy, but just do whatever you do to make yourself happy and stay true to yourself. Like John said, stick with your identity that you've had your whole life. I think it's important.
Oh, shoot. Oh, he out. Oh, he out. I came out. Everybody was all excited. Everybody was all happy and all that stuff. But after like freshman year, as some people treat you different due to the fact that they were like, oh my gosh, you go to high point. Oh, you bougie. Oh, you rich. Oh, you this, that, and third. And it was almost like, you know, I was getting asked questions that nobody ever asked before. Just because people thought, you know, oh, all of a sudden you changed. Did you all feel that way? Or did you all get a similar type of reaction when you all first came to High Point?
Yeah, I definitely think I got the same reaction from like my peers and people back home. But for some reason, I guess it's just hard for them to understand like the school, just because we go to the school, don't mean the school makes us, you feel me? Like we're the same person that we was coming into the school, coming out. It's just now that we in a different setting, the school is giving us more tools to be successful. But that doesn't mean that changes us as far as our character and personality.
Did you all experience the same thing?
Yeah, I did. Mine came more from like family though, cause you know like people I grew up with. Cause you know not saying some of my views changed, but like I got more education on some things. And you know I go back, we'll talk about it. They'd be like, you around a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, and I just be telling them like all my knowledge I get is from me. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody influencing me for nothing. You know I just got a different perspective. I try and see all perspectives of things. You know it didn't rub off right on some people. But I mean, it's still love though. At the end of the day, it's still love.
Like for me, if I didn't have scholarship, I won't lie to you, I won't afford it. I won't afford to come to High Point. So like, I mean like, kind of like, I know where I'm coming from, you know? So I'm kind of grateful for the opportunities and stuff, so.
I honestly think it's just a stereotype really. Like people just think like, because you're a black student, you go to an all-white school, like you'll be influenced by the things at that school. So it's just, I don't think it's really anything like that honestly switches you up or nothing. It's just like the stereotype. Like people consume like, oh, he go to college, of course he gonna change, you know what I'm saying?
Do a layup, get some momentum in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Reverse. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the game. And our champion, the one and only, Bryant Randleman. Yes, sir.
A win is a win no matter how ugly it is. I knew my competition coming into it. I knew John was going to be out first. I knew Manny come last. I knew John Lou only had so much in it. Don't worry about JT, you know, see what happens.
I just have one more question for you guys. What's one thing that maybe we didn't talk about today that you feel is just kind of important to get out there and share with, you know, people that don't see things the way you guys see things?
I don't really have a question. I'll just have a statement like,
Yeah.
People out there just have an open mind to what other people are going through, you know, how they came up, you know, their thoughts, you know, their actions. Just don't be so one-minded, you know what I mean? Not saying you gotta agree with everybody, but just be open to conversation and not confrontation.
All right, well, as you can see, I suck at period, but we had a great time. I appreciate you all coming out and, you know, giving your thoughts and input, you know, on this really pressing matter. You know, I really like the insight that y'all gave. So yeah, this has been John-Michael Wright, JT, Farabow, and we will see you all next time.